Hey guys, Samantha here. I make videos on minimalism, productivity and my low buy no buy, which I committed to doing in 2019. So the movement requires that you buy no new unnecessary items, so that includes clothing, makeup. Some people are allowed replacements, some people aren't. Different people have different rules for their low buy no buy. My particular one requires that I buy no new clothes and that I am only allowed to buy replacement of makeup. And basically my entire gist was that I would try and cut out as much unnecessary spending as possible. So for example, I no longer buy lattes from coffee shops on the daily. I do sometimes, but I don't do it on the daily. I used to do monthly updates of how my low buy no buy was going, but it was feeling pretty repetitive and there wasn't anything new to say. And some people can do really great in-depth monthly updates and they learn new things. I wasn't learning like new things, I wasn't having new revelations, so it just felt a bit of a wasted video and a bit of effort to try and come up with new things to talk about. So I thought I'd do more quarterly updates for you and let you know how I'm doing. Now there's definitely pros and cons to the low buy no buy lifestyle, and so that's why I've divided this video up into pros first and then cons later. There's definitely more pros than cons, so I just want you to know that I'm very committed and very happy that I've made this decision to go on this low buy no buy, but there are certainly some cons that I will address later. So let's start with the positives. The first positive is that it has become a habit. In the beginning, I used to have to spend a lot of effort on my low buy no buy. I even had a spreadsheet where I was filling out everything that I was spending. Everything had a category. Lunch was a category. Going to the salon was a category. What else? Experience was a category, and a category that was really expensive. I didn't realize that I spent so much money going out, which I've cut down drastically as a result of seeing that. But after I realized where my core money was going and where all the frivolous spending was as a result of the spreadsheet, I kind of didn't need it anymore. So it's become much more a habit, a lifestyle. I don't really need to think about saving money. All my friends know the journey that I'm on, so when they do ask me to do stuff, they make sure it's pretty cheap. All of my friends have been super supportive and super understanding about this lifestyle choice. So has Andrew. Andrew is my husband, and he's not like crazy spendthrift or anything like that, but I think when you are with somebody all the time, you start adopting their habits, and I feel like he's picked up a bit of the low buy no buy mentality as well. To be honest, I think both of us have never felt so rich because we're not spending money, and when we do spend money, it's so thought out, it's so intentional, and we can really enjoy it. It's given us a real feeling of well-being and being secure with where we are financially. Another pro is that I really feel as if I'm living below my means, which allows me to really enjoy my life a lot more. I always had an eye on things that I liked. Like luxury goods would have a bit of a pull for me, or a luxury lifestyle would have a bit of a pull for me, and they still do, but there's a difference between wanting something and then going for it and just wanting it in the kind of more abstract. Now I like those things and I appreciate those things in the abstract, but right now, for my life right now, that's not what I want to do because I can't afford to. So for example, we had a date night the other day and it was brilliant. We went to a pub, we had one drink, not two or three, just the one, and then we went to an Indian restaurant, and it was a nice Indian restaurant. We ordered just mains, not starters, mains and desserts, and not loads and loads of wine, not like a full bottle of wine, but just a glass of wine, and that was enough. And before, we probably would have just gone all out, and we kept going all out every place we went, and as a result those things add up. And now, because we are living like way below our means, we're doing this only once in a while. It's just a nice treat and it doesn't feel difficult on the purse at all. So a lot of the pros have to do with how much money I have. I don't have loads, like don't get me wrong, I'm not showing off about like having loads of money or anything like that. I'm just talking about what it is in comparison. The low buy no buy does mean that I have more cash, so what I've been doing with that cash is actually investing it in travel experiences. If you've been following my channel, you've seen that I've gone on a number of holidays. I've been to Berlin, I went to Greece recently, which I vlogged. Early next year I'm going to Dubai to visit family, my sister-in-law, and I'm also going to Venice to go to one of Andrew's friends' wedding. So that's a lot of travel. My low buy no buy also means that I have a lot more appreciation for the things that I have. Because I can't buy any replacements, I have to keep shopping my stash and I have to repurpose different outfits, and then I really have a new appreciation for the clothes that I have. And my last pro is that I have a lot of free time. It's so surprising. I didn't realize that I spent so much thinking about products and about things and about materialistic things and consuming things. I never thought of myself as a massive consumer, but I guess I was, because now that I've stopped consuming, I have loads of free time. And I've spent that free time going to the gym, learning how to meal prep, practicing intentional living, incorporating new habits into my lifestyle, and being more productive. And it's all because I have lots of free time to fill. Now we're getting to the cons. The first con is that I feel a sense of boredom with my clothes. I've never been one to be really into fashion, but at the same time, sometimes somebody does want to look nice. And it can just be a bit difficult to think, okay, what am I going to wear? If I have a special occasion, I know that I have to wear the same old things again, and I don't have that thrill of excitement of buying something new. Well, actually I do. So I bought 3 things this year. The first was a new pair of jeans from my mother-in-law. It was a gift from my mother-in-law, and that came in really handy because the pair of jeans that I was wearing had ripped. And I love these jeans. These new jeans make me feel so funky and so cool, and I pair them up with a pair of sneakers that Andrew bought me for my birthday. And I feel really, really cool. I feel really fashionable. I feel very cutting edge. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking I'm more cutting edge than I am. I'm more trendy than I am, but it makes me feel good. So not being able to buy new clothes, I miss that feeling sometimes. I miss that feeling of something new, looking different, because it's the same old things again and again. And you can sort of get that thrill by shopping your stash and repurposing your clothes, but it's not quite the same. The second thing I bought was a sports bra, and I really needed a sports bra because I'm going to the gym all the time now. So that was a functional buy which I could justify. Now the third thing that I bought, and so far I think I bought 3 items of clothes in my low buy no buy. The third thing that I bought was a dress. And because my friend was having her 30th birthday party and she's having a rose gold theme, and I don't have rose gold dresses because who does, I bought a rose gold dress, and I absolutely loved the thrill of buying it, just the thrill of buying a new outfit. And I didn't realize how much I missed it until I was actually had the excuse to look for this outfit, and I was going on websites and looking at different rose gold dresses, and I did buy one, and it felt really, really good. And the second con is a feeling of restriction, of not being able to buy stuff, and it can be hard sometimes. The feeling passes, and it's not all the time, and it's not like so unpleasant. It's not like, oh my god, I can't think straight, I need to buy something. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like you're restricted, and so that can be a bit wearing sometimes. And my final con is that sometimes I really resent it when people buy me gifts of stuff. I don't like stuff in my space. I've been working so hard to get rid of all the stuff, to get rid of all the clutter, so that if somebody buys me a gift which ends up being stuff, I feel a sense of resentment. And now that's really bad because obviously people have put thought into it, and I try to measure my response, but I have been pretty straightforward because the clutter does give me a lot of like mental stress, and I can't handle it. So, especially because I've been working so hard to minimize and get rid of things. So I have told people that I don't really need anything. I just don't need gifts. I'm very blessed in life at the moment. I have everything I need. I live in the UK. I live in a very affluent country. I'm lucky to have pretty decent lifestyle where I can afford stuff that I need. All the basics are covered. I really don't want anything else. So that's the last con. If people buy me gifts, I don't like it. And if they insist on buying me gifts, then maybe an experience is what I want. But really, I just don't want anything. Just their company is enough. So that's kind of a roundup of how my low buy no buy is going. I'm very happy. It's been absolutely life-changing for me. I appreciate life a lot more. I'm doing a lot more. I'm being much more productive. So it's been nothing but good stuff. Well, a few bad stuff, as I said, that feeling of restriction. And I will be lifting my low buy no buy next year, and I will be buying things like possibly a capsule wardrobe. And by capsule wardrobe, I mean clothing that's based on being able to mix and match them. And I'm also going to be focusing on better quality clothing that can last me for a long time. But clothes do generally last quite a while with me, so I'm confident that whatever I buy, as long as it's fairly decent quality and probably not from Primark, it can last. I love Primark, don't get me wrong. For socks, I buy all my socks from Primark. I buy all my night clothes from Primark, but I think the outerwear gets old really, really quickly, so I'd rather invest in better quality clothing and not buy from the cheaper stores like H&M and Primark. So guys, that brings me to the end of my video. As always, I hope you enjoyed it. I loved catching up with you, and I will see you next time. Bye!